How's it going, guys? This is Win. Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to take a look at log bait decks and log bait strategy. But before we jump into that, take a quick look at my brand new overlay that I finally figured out how to move the iPad around. So with my old software, the iPad was stuck in I guess it's over here, the middle of the screen, like right here. But now it's way over here on the right, I guess, for you guys. And you know, it's much bigger now. My camera can be bigger, so you don't have to see me squish down in the little camera in the corner finally. So I'm really excited. This is probably gonna be the overlay setup for my videos for a long time now. Really excited about it. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into a replay that I shared actually from TV Royale. I haven't watched this yet. But it was two particularly strong players, both playing log bait decks. So let's just take a look at what these guys do. So we've got Nova Hispania going up against Semston from Angry Royale, and actually Nova Hispania I think is ranked like ranked like 38th right now, and the other guy's like 117 or something. There's some pretty high rankings right here. So you see we've got max level cards and everything. So he's gonna use the log on the Goblin Barrel. That's honestly a pretty good way to go. So now here comes the hog. As we break down these decks, you're going to see how they work out is basically you're going to have all of your log bait cards. So see, because he already used his log, he's going to get him really hard with the Goblin Gang, although he's going to shut it down with his own Goblin Gang and take out that Princess. So he has gotten a little bit more chip damage on this right side, and he's got a Princess on the left now. So the premise of these decks really is you've got your 4 log bait cards. In this case, we've got Goblin Barrel, Princess, Goblin Gang, and this guy has Dart Goblin actually. Nova Hispania, he's actually only running 3 log bait cards, so it's going to be harder for him to bait out that spell. But also, these decks obviously have Rocket and some type of building. 90% of the time, that building is going to be Inferno Tower. This other guy is actually running Cannon, so both of them have slightly unconventional log bait decks, but then again, they are top 100 players in the world right now. So basically everything they do is going to be a little unconventional. And check out that log actually sneaking in to kill that Dart Goblin. Also so much extra value too. And he's going to actually use his cannon here. Really good value with that cannon to take out the Princess. And basically going to stop any little kind of push he wants to do, unless he wants to go Goblin Barrel. But you see Semston has his log ready, but he's going to go Princess this time. He's not going to waste that log, and that was actually a pretty good move. Just by chance that Goblin Barrel he was trying to go further back to try to miss the log, and you know, as like a counter to the log, but then this guy like countered his counter and actually went with Princess too. So those princesses are going to kill each other, which is not bad for Nova Hispania. I don't know how to say that name, so I'm just going to say Nova Hispania right now for his clan. But he's kind of losing now a little bit, although he's going to get down to that tower on the right, down to 1900. But you see that hog is getting in and doing a ton of damage. But I'm guessing this is going to be a really close ending to this game, just for the fact that it's on TV Royale. Almost all these games are absolutely crazy, but who knows? It could just be because both of them are, you know, really high level players. So that Dart Goblin shoots so fast it's going to kill that Princess, and now Goblin Barrel's coming in, going to get the log. The Inferno Tower is going to shut that down, and he's going to waste the Ice Spirit. Might not have been a waste, I'm not sure. Maybe he needed it more so to cycle around, but obviously both of them have rockets. So the name of the game, as you'll see in the games that we're about to play with my kind of iteration of this deck, is the name of the game is get the opponent's tower down so you can rocket it to death. You know, even a couple of rockets, you can cycle back through a round really quickly and then just hit him with another rocket if you need to. Especially if you're not, like, this is kind of a weird instance because this is obviously 2 log bait decks against each other, but if this was something else, if one of these decks was like a giant, and let's say you rocket their tower and then they start a giant push way in the back, you know that you have so much time to basically work. That push is never going to reach your tower. You can just cycle around and hit with another rocket and basically end the game. So here we go with a defensive Goblin Barrel. You always know that is going to be a bad sign if you have to go Goblin Barrel on defense. So he's going to try to log. They're both almost within rocket range. I'm not sure how much damage the rocket does. Holy crap, that high up. Check it out, 14 hit points. That is really frustrating. So here comes his rocket, and that's going to get down to 1 hit point. This is absolutely insane. Now, who can log first? Who can log first? Here we go. Oh, he's going to get him with the Goblin Barrel. Wow. Literally, both those logs went at the same time. I think one might have gone a little earlier, so it might have been a tie. I'm not sure. That was absolutely crazy, but as you see, that was 2 really good log bait decks. Literally, the difference was 1 hit point in that match. So let's jump in now to a log bait deck, and I'll try to explain it a little more, and we'll play some live battles, and I'll explain some different variations because there isn't one like super log bait deck to rule them all. It's like there's a bunch of different iterations of it. So let's jump in right now and check that out. Okay guys, so here's the log bait deck that I want to work with. Obviously, we have a bunch of different options now because they've been adding new cards that we can actually bait out the log with. One being the Goblin Gang, that's a new one. And with the addition of Goblin Gang, it really strengthened these log bait decks. And going back to a few rounds of balance changes ago, I've kind of neglected to talk about it or really even cover this type of deck, but it's so popular that I really wanted to try to understand it and get a video out to you guys so you can try to understand it too if you're new to this type of gameplay style. But the new Goblin Gang has really helped build these log bait decks up, and as I was mentioning in the balance changes, the Zap spell has made the Goblin Barrel really strong in challenges especially, and at the top of ladder, because once you max out that Goblin Barrel and you have level 13 goblins, then the Zap absolutely can't kill them, so you're just at such a great advantage, and that's why it's so strong at tournament standard and at the top of the ladder. So this deck specifically, unless you're level 13 and you're maxed out in all your cards and at the top of the ladder, top 100 in the world, in that case you probably don't need my advice anyway, but if that's not the case, then you're probably going to want to play this deck in challenges, and that's what I'm going to recommend. So here's the format of the deck if you want to make your own. So try to really get 4 log bait cards in there. So we're going to go Goblin Gang, we're going to go Goblin Barrel, Princess, and Skeleton Army. I think those are going to be really strong for challenges. But keep in mind, we also have other options too. We could do regular goblins if we wanted. I don't think that would be as strong, but of course, they also added the Dark Goblin. That is going to be really strong in log bait decks too. You saw one of the people that was in that replay had the Dark Goblin in there. So it's going to be 4 log bait cards. Then it's going to be a building. Inferno Tower is the most popular one. That's really strong against just all the tanks that we're probably going to play against, and then 2 spells. And the 2 spells primarily are going to be log because we need log. And we also need Rocket too, because as you saw in that game, once you get the hit points on the tower down low enough, it's basically a game of rockets and cycling, so that's important. And then the 8th and final card in your deck is going to be some kind of kill card. Now, that could be Hog, that could be Battle Ram, that could be Miner if you really wanted to try to be like a chip style deck. Anything that can like get in and just do a little bit of damage and kind of cycle around and stuff. I don't think you want to put 5 log bait cards in because that makes your deck just so squishy that you know, some mistakes could like really punish you. So I don't really like Hog. If you've watched my other videos, you know I don't like the main meta cards. So we're gonna use Battle Ram and just jump into a challenge here and see what we can do. So I really like the Battle Ram primarily because it can do a lot of damage to buildings, which can really help our Princess. You know, if she's distracted shooting at a building instead of a tower, we can try to get her onto the tower. So we're here. Here is an Ice Wizard, and we're gonna go. I was trying to say both that at once. We're gonna have to go Goblin Gang here. I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Oh, okay, cool. All right, that worked out really well. So, we got a huge elixir advantage. So this, don't do what I normally like. This is a bad move. I'm only doing this because of we wasted so much elixir on him. That I was up by so much that I was either going to sit at full elixir or I can use a rocket. So, see, we used the rocket, and now we're actually going to bait out a Zap and take care of that Hog. So we're actually only down by like 13 hit points, but at the end of the day, we are actually up in elixir. So I'm going to send out a Battle Ram here. Let's see how he responds to it. Alright, so he's going to go Minion Horde, and that's going to take out the Battle Ram. One Barb's going to get a shot, so we can go Princess here. And hopefully she can just get some really good splash damage. Oh, those minions are going to do a ton of damage to our tower. This is not good. Because this is really a chip deck. I'm making some really bad plays here. But he's only got level 5 pump. Wow. Do I want to destroy that? Princess will take care of that, won't she? So I'm going to go Goblin Barrel here just to try to insulate things. And I knew he was going to go Goblins there. So now we can... There we go. So Princess is going to get some chips on that pump. That's really what we need right now. I didn't want to use a rocket on it. If you'd put it behind the tower, that would have been really helpful, but obviously he knows that we have rocket because I used it early. So let's see here, he can't freeze. He has Zap though. He didn't opt to use it on either of those, so he's gonna go Minion Horde. So now we can go Princess deep again, and just like that, we are about to tie this up. Unless he does something fancy here, which I don't think he will, we are good to go. And that was his that was a pretty strong counter for the whatever it's called, this Battle Ram, whatever. That was a pretty hard counter, that Minion Horde, but those Barbs gonna do some work there. I'm gonna log this back actually, just to try to take care of this stuff. And look at that, Princess is gonna stay alive too. That was kind of the goal of that log there. And now he's gonna use that Zap so we can go Goblin Barrel, which is gonna work really well. And now we can just... Actually, didn't even need to go Skarmy, probably. I forgot our Inferno Tower had so much health left that we didn't even need to worry about those goblins or whatever. So here we go, here we go. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's not looking good. He's going to freeze it. He's going to freeze it. We don't want him to freeze it. We just got to start going rockets. We got to tie this game up. This is not looking really good. Can we go Battle Ram? He's going to keep pushing with the goblins and the... Come on. Come on. Get a charge. Get the charge. 1 second. Okay, this is a really bad game. Maybe Battle Ram isn't the best kill card to go. Maybe Hog would be better. Because Hog almost guarantees a few hits. But now let's see what we can do. It's basically a new game. We got 3 whole minutes to then take a tower. Look at that. The princess got a shot off. That's amazing. So we're going to have to try comboing some stuff here. So I'm going to go Battle Ram, and I'm going to go with the Goblin Barrel at the same time. Goblins are going to do a serious amount of damage. So that Battle Ram is really weak at Tournament Standard. I think they need to buff that just a little bit. And I've been really conservative with my log usage here just because I'm so worried about us playing against log bait decks. So I'm going to have to, let's just rocket this pump. I don't want him to get an elixir advantage on us. So if he goes 6 like that, I'll just go 6. Really well played with the, wow, that was really well played there with the minion horde. I didn't really have a good spot to put my Inferno Tower because he's already taken a tower, so all that space in the middle is just taken up. So come on, we need this log. Can it connect? Oh, it's almost going to connect. At least we can kill this lumberjack, so that's going to be pretty good value. Now we can go princess again. Skarmy just to soak up hits from that minion horde. I don't think we're going to get those that soak that we wanted, though. This is a really tough game here. This guy's pretty good for the first match in our classic challenge here. Let's see. This is pretty good. He's probably going to freeze it. Okay, he's pushing really hard. So let's go Battle Ram in the middle. He's going to go goblins. Can we... Oh, he's let us get a hit on the pump. That's going to be great. So we are down within rocket range now. So here we go. We can go rocket, and then we can go log. Once we cycle back around to it, look at that, 88. Come on, here we go. Man, this was a stressful little game here. So maybe next game we'll play Hog or something, and show like a different kill card, and we can show like a different kind of form of this whole log bait strategy that a ton of people have decided to use because, like I mentioned, the zap got nerfed, so now goblin barrels are super strong. So we didn't really rely on our goblin barrel that much here. That was a pretty solid win. So let's jump into another one. Well, I'm going to switch up this deck, and I'll explain that one, and we'll play one more game. Okay, so I lied. We were not going to do a hog deck. I'm going to try out this log bait deck, but I'm going to put the dart goblin in instead of the goblin barrel, and I'm going to go minor poison this time. It's a combination that I also want to try out. I think it's going to be pretty strong. I'm going to keep the log in there. It's down to it's 3.3. I'm not sure what that other one was, but let's jump in right now and see what we can do with this deck. Obviously, we don't have the rocket, so we're going to have to really rely on that minor poison combination. So what I'm going to want to try to do first is just play that minor, and let's see how he responds to it. If they play... Oh, so he's going to go Ice Golem? What is he going to do? He's going to go Electro Wizard. Okay. What do we want here? We could go Dart Goblin. Dart Goblin can shoot really, really far. So hopefully... Oh, no. So let's go Goblin Gang around that. Oh my god, he logged that too. Are you kidding me? Wow, well played. But he went broke for Elixir there, and he didn't actually get his Ice Golem in to defend either. So now we can go Princess. Oh wait, no, our Princess is gonna shoot at that the stupid Ice Golem. My bad. Oh, he's got Executioner too. So we got one shot there. That's not a problem at all because Inferno Tower can just take care of that. I'm not afraid to do that. That's 5 for 5, and our Inferno Tower is actually gonna survive too, which isn't a huge problem. So let's go with a Miner and a Dart Goblin. And if he responds to... Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. He didn't get the Ice Golem down in time, so Dart Goblin's going to get like a dozen shots off. That's amazing. And of course, we have the Inferno Towers doing work on the Ice Golem. Let's go. Don't log it. Let's go. That was beautiful. So this Miner, that was a really good combination. Oh, he's also P.E.K.K.A. too. Okay, P.E.K.K.A. is super easy for us to deal with. Just because we have... come on, log my Princess. But he won't do that. But here we go. Gonna go Graveyard. When this gets really bad, we can log it because there's gonna be a ton of skeletons. There we go. Perfect, because that Inferno Tower kind of pulled the P.E.K.K.A over and killed it, which isn't a big deal. So now, let's just start working minor poison chips. That's what I really want to get, because he's afraid of losing this tower. And if we place the poison in the right spot, we could go back plant maybe. And then I really want to kill this this Electro Wizard with the poison. Or we could kill the Executioner with the poison too. That's not the play I wanted, obviously. But we can finish it off here. Okay, he's gonna go Ice Golem out front. There we go. Just gotta kill this Executioner as fast as possible. So he's gonna log that. Now we can go Dark Goblin for the Graveyard. And if he doesn't go Graveyard, that's fine by me. So we can just go Inferno Tower again. Dark Goblin's gonna do some work here. This is a weird situation. I might log that. Poison here. And we can go, okay, he's going to go poison, but look at that, our Skarmy is not in the poison at all, so he's going to have to log, and his P.E.K.K.A is going to die, and now we know he has absolutely no elixir, so we can go Miner here, and Ice Golem is going to get down, but it's going to let the Miner get a few chips off, so now we are a poison away, so I'm just going to go here. How much does this do? This does 20 times, like, 8 or something like that. Dark Goblin, Dark Goblin, Dark Goblin, 5, 4, here we go. Oh, he activated my King Tower too. Looks like one skeleton came over, so that was another solid win. So you see, this is a fun log bait deck. I didn't really try to bait him out though, but like when he did decide to use his log, he had log. The guy in front of the last match didn't have log, but you see, when we did bait out the log, we were able to put down another troop almost immediately behind it, and they weren't able to stop that. So the Dark Goblin was really, really essential. Honestly, that did the most of our damage to get that tower down to it's a minor poisonable range with a couple chips there to take that tower. And when he wanted to log the princess, then we went Goblin Gang around the P.E.K.K.A or something like that, and you know, it's really easy to shut down. So if you just keep your opponent juggling with their spells, he had 3 spells, honestly. He had Tornado, and well, actually 4 spells if you count Graveyard, but I mean Graveyard doesn't really count as a spell, but he had 3 spells that could have decimated our troops, but you know, we just kept rotating around, and the Miner and the poison kept him on his toes. He kind of kept us on our toes too, because we actually poisoned that Executioner. Didn't mean to do that, but all in all, I think those are 2 good wins, and that was a sweet replay we watched. Came down to 1 hit point. Absolutely crazy, but obviously there are so many different ways you can play a log bait deck, so these aren't the end-all be-all of log bait decks. You can have a different kill card. We saw Battle Ram. You can have Minor Poison. You kind of combo one of those spells that you put in there to actually work on offense and defense as you need it. Poison's really strong. You saw our opponent was trying to run Poison too. But this is a really fun style of deck, and in challenges is really strong because, like I mentioned, the Zap, Nerf, and or you know, if you're at the top of the ladder too, you have maxed out Goblin Barrel. Zap just can't kill your Goblin Barrel. It's impossible. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video. In the comments below, let me know what kind of log bait decks you've come up with and if they work for you, and maybe I'll try them out. Subscribe if you want to keep up with more Clash Royale content. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.